morning. How are we all? Let me just remove these. Apologies. Get my studio ready. Ta-da! How are we all? It has been a very, very cold weekend, hasn't it? I hope you're all okay and ready to go for half an hour's exercise this morning. So if you are a regular, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. And if you're new to us this morning, well, hello and welcome. I think we might have some Age UK Oxfordshire staff coming to join us this morning. So that's very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm Sarah, and is very pleased to have you come and join us. So we have got 30 minutes of exercise. You don't need anything apart from something to hold on to if you need to. You can do it in a chair, but I do demonstrate everything standing up. Just for a bit of a change, really, from our usual sort of chair-based exercises that we deliver here at Age UK Oxfordshire. So this is just standing. You can do a sitting down, and it is just for half an hour, and we don't use any equipment. Okay. Sometimes we go on the floor, actually, don't we? Sometimes. Let's not do that today. We're going to stay standing. We're going to do our 30 minutes, which will include mobility, and then something to raise the pulse and then maintain the pulse, all right? So we get our fitness working. And then we'll do some strength for our thighs, strength for our bottoms, and strength for our ankles. And then that will be it, and some stretching, and then that will be the half an hour done. So it whizzes by. It whizzes by. People that haven't joined us before. There you go. All right. So I think that it is 10 o'clock. So let's make a start. There we are. That's my starting pose. Right, everybody. Let's stand or sit tall. So whichever position you're in is absolutely fine. And now let's have a start by marching through your feet. All right. So you've got to get the big muscles of the legs working. All right. That's what's going to raise the pulse rate. That's going to get us a little bit warmer. So now, if you're sitting in a chair, beautiful. You can sit up lovely and tall. And if you're standing with me, try and stand up lovely and tall. So just have a think about how you can adjust your posture. So often, that's pulling in a little bit through your abs, squeezing your bum cheeks together, and that then starts to lengthen through these hip flexors here. So everything just starts to have that bit of a lift. You need to think also then about the sort of top part. So lift the chest up, try and draw the shoulders back and down, and try and have a nice long neck. Sometimes people imagine that they're being sort of pulled up to the ceiling, and that can just help. Just these few little bits just to help us get a nice upright posture. And you start to think about it, and then you are not really thinking about how your pulse is raising. It's all coming completely naturally. That's good. All right, so now we're going to do some mobility for the joints. So slow your feet down. Hold something if you need to. We're going to start with heel and toe. Ready? So we're going to do heel and toe, heel and toe. This works extremely well in the chair as well. If you want to do some alternate bicep curls, you can, or you can do both together. So up to you. Just try and get that ankle moving. That's the first thing that we want to do this morning. Get the ankle moving, heel and toe. Let's stop there and let's change sides. So again, hold something if you need to. That is fine. You are doing heel and toe. You're trying to work through the ankle mobility. And then if you want to use arms, if that feels nice, if you like that kind of bit of coordination, you go for it. Or stay like that. Doesn't matter. The important thing is that we mobilize our ankle. We just get that moving this morning. Yeah, good. Great. Because this is really, really good for any time we get puffy ankles. That's it. Or any time you sort of feel a bit flat-footed when we're walking. Let's do that. All right, let's have a march. Good. All right, so great. So as you are marching, see if you can now get those elbows moving backwards a bit more. Lift the knees a little bit more. That's it. Yeah, good. Great. That's lovely. Excellent stuff. All right, we'll do a little bit more mobility. So slow your feet down, and I want you to bring your heels up towards your bottom. All right, so we're going heels up towards your bottom. Small to start with. That's it. And then gradually, you might just be able to make it come up to your bottom a little bit bigger. Yeah, a little bit more range of movement. And you can, if you want to, look, put your hands behind you and just aim those heels up towards your hands, if you like. All right, if you don't like, that is fine. See how your knees feel. So work at a suitable speed, all right? Just see how those knees feel as they kick up towards your bottom. That's it. So they're going backwards up towards your bottom, heel to your bottom. Good. Yeah, great. All right, let's stop there again. Let's have another march. So another march here, lifting the knees, swinging those arms. Good. Now let's move this into a knee lift. So slow it down and make it much more of a lift. So you can just take those knees just up to hip height. Right, so I've just got my hands here in front just to sort of guide them up to hip height. Remember, you can hold on. That's fine. Now, try and make sure that spine stays lovely and long and straight, because there is a tendency to sort of lean forwards with this. So see if you can lift. So it's knee towards the chest, not chest to knee. Oh, and you can start to feel it, can't you? It starts to work through those hip flexors. That's it. Yes, starting to work through that range of movement, and you'll even work your tummy muscles when we're doing this. That's it. Just pulling up, pulling up. Excellent. Right, let's stop there and let's move into our hips. So take your feet wide. Put your hands on the hips and circle the hips around. So remember, you're going at a speed that suits you. It does not need to be my speed. It can be slower. It can be faster if you want it to be. All right, so remember, it's your workout. It's your 30 minutes, and I'm just guiding us through. All right, let's go around the other way. So off you go. That's it. So this is all just to start us off in the week or whenever you're doing it, because you can do it whenever you want, these YouTube videos. Yeah, great stuff. Okay, let's work on our spine then. So come on back into the middle, lift up tall, bring your arms down by your side and lean side to side. So we're going one way and then the other way. So usual stuff, that's good. They're just really, really handy, these exercises, to tick off, because we're just moving all the joints. That's it. Yeah, good. So we're putting lotion on these joints by moving them. That's the idea. That's good. Yes, that is perfect. Let's do one more time each time. You might find you're going slightly lower each time. Make sure you go in a nice straight line though. All right, come on back up here into the middle. You can take the lock off the knees just so that they're a bit more spongy. Fold your elbows like that. Draw your shoulders down and twist one way. Then twist the other way. Beautiful. Now go again. Now try, I may not be doing it all that well, but try and keep your hips facing forwards. All right, so they will naturally want to turn, of course. But what I want you to try and do is isolate the rib cage. So you're trying to move, look, that bit. That bit. So it's just to try and emphasize that bit moving, the top part, the thoracic bit, your thoracic spine. So try and twist that. Yeah, good. Good. Do one more. Just do one more. Great. Lovely. Come on back here into the middle. Relax those arms and let's give your shoulders a roll. How are you feeling in terms of that pulse rate? Are you sort of slowing down a bit, or are you still feeling all right? So just roll those shoulders back. Now I'm going quite quickly, actually. So just go at a speed that suits you. Just roll them back. Roll them back. That will do perfectly. Stop. Last bit. Turn your head one way. Come back to the middle. Turn your head the other way. Come on back to the middle. Do that one more time. Just a little bit of a neck mobility. All right. Very good. You can stop. You can bring those feet in and we can march right now. Last couple of sort of pulse raising activities, and then we'll try and get that pulse on a nice even level. That's it. Working that a little bit harder than usual. Not yet. Work up to it. Let's tap your toes out to the side. Ready, steady. Here we go. Don't mind which way you tap. That's good. That's good. So you're just tapping out and tapping out. Good. Lovely. Try and keep those hips facing forwards. Knees are sort of slightly spongy. So you've got that sort of slight, sort of spongy lift as you go. Let's do a bicep curl. Good. Yeah. So keep the arms sort of fairly low just to start off with. Well done, well done, well done. All right. Now let's move into that march again. Ready? Here we go. All right then. Gang. That is your warm-up bit done. So let's use these next, let's say sort of 5 to 7 minutes working the pulse that a little bit harder. All right, now we're not going to do anything impacty. All right, we're going to leave one foot on the ground the whole time. All right, so you work as hard as you can now, moving through those arms, lifting the chest. That's good. And what you should be able to do is still hold a conversation, all right? So it's nothing that's so hectic that you're just going, oh my God, I can't breathe. It's copable. That's it. But just sort of on the edge of, differentness. Like you're walking up a hill, I suppose. Good. Yeah, lovely. Let's try that tap out to the side again. So when you're ready, tapping out. Now this time, let's have bigger arms. So the arms come out to shoulder height. Now do what you can with those arms. You can go at my speed, you can go slower, and that is fine. All right, so you do, promise me, you do what suits you. Yes, great. Now, if you're feeling all right in the shoulders today, and you're happy to give it a go, take your arms up to the ceiling. Just see how you feel. See how you feel in those shoulders. This will raise the pulse, okay? This will really raise it up now. Good, that's it. Yes, excellent. Hands to the ceiling. Very nice. 4 more. 3, 2, and march. Ready, steady. Here we go. Another march here. Gosh, that's hard, isn't it? Doesn't that raise your pulse? Right, okay. Let's try and do bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. So just twice through. Ready, steady. Let's go big right now. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smaller. Take a breath. 6, 5, 4. Ready to go bigger. Last time. Last one time. Ready? Here we go. Right here, right now. Here we go. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And smaller. That's great. Don't stop. That's it. We're just going smaller. That's it. Good. Maintain this. Tap your toes behind you. Ready? Here we go. Make sure you've got enough space. Tap those toes behind you. Great. Try and lift up tall. Let's do those bicep curls again. Now then, let's try if you can to take the arms out to the side again. Ready? Go out. Go out. That's it. So you're tapping those toes behind you, taking the arms out to shoulder height. Well done. Remember, you can go slower. That is fine. All right, that is absolutely fine. So use me as a guide. All right, you don't have to be completely in time with me. Yeah, good, good. It's just tapping back. It's taking the arms out to shoulder height. Well done, well done. Shall we try and push those arms up to the ceiling? Let's try and do one at a time up to the ceiling. Ready? Do one at a time. One at a time. That's it, that's it, that's it. How is that? How is that? Oh, that's going to raise your pulse rate. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down into a march here. Here we go. Come down into a march. Great stuff. You are looking great. So let's let's step out to the side now. So I just want to change the movement. Change is as good as a rest. It's not quite, is it? All right, so we're taking the arms out to shoulder height. So you're swinging them here. Now, can you swing palms down to the floor? Down to the floor. That's it. Good. I just want you to think about what you're doing with your arms, all right? So it's hands towards the floor. Now, I want you to turn the palms up towards the ceiling. So the other way. So just feel the difference. Now, when the palms go up to the ceiling, try and lift these arms a little bit higher. Just there. Just there. That's it. So it's a nice swing. A nice swing. So this sideways movement is good for our balance. So it's a good balance challenge and it's good for our hips. That's it. And just do what you can. So remember, you don't need to go at my speed. You can go slower and that is fine. Remember, this is your workout, your workout. Very nice. Let's turn the palms towards the floor again and take the arms a little bit lower. That's good. That is great. All right, you are looking great. You are looking great. Let's relax those hands. Let's take the feet so they are wide and let's just sway your bodies from side to side. Again, hold something if you need to. You are tapping the toe. Can you see? So I'm swaying and tapping. Swaying and tapping. So just do that little lift. Do that little lift. Yes, excellent. All right, let's think about some arms here. I want you to push them forwards one at a time. forwards one at a time. That's it. Good. Good. Lovely. Just do what feels all right for you. All right, so you're pushing those arms forwards. Now keep the legs and push the arms now across the body. Yeah, so you get that bit of a waist twist. Now we're actually bringing the intensity down a little bit. That's it, but you're just keeping moving, keeping breathing, keeping those legs going. Yes, lovely. Just a couple more minutes, all right, and then we're done with this. So stay with me if you can. Stay with me. Push those arms forwards again. That's good. Yes, excellent. Good. So hopefully that just feels a bit more comfortable now. Lovely. All right, and then across the chest again. Off you go. Across the chest again. So I'm just pushing out. Pushing out. Good. Yes, working the back of the shoulder. Lifting the chest. Very nice. All right, let's pop those hands onto the hips. Now try and keep your feet now flat on the floor. Turn the knees and toes out slightly and sway from side to side. Now, pull right in through that pelvic floor. Pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in, and pull up. Now, you choose how wide you want your feet to be. So you can see that mine are quite wide, all right? They're a bit wider than my shoulders. All right, now, if you want to, you can take them even wider and you'll get a little bit of a stretch here coming. If you would rather be here, that's fine. So just try and make the sway a bit smaller. If you've got a smaller stance, have a sort of a smaller sway. All right, and the sway is just good for our inner thighs. Ooh, sometimes I feel it's not so good for my knees. So turn the knees out. That's it, and take your time as you go. There's quite a lot of strain going through them as they go out to the side there. So take it easy, lift up tall. Now, all right, I want you to try these arms. We're going to do upright row arms. So we're going to go lift, down, lift. That's it. So upright row with those arms. Choose how wide you want those feet to be. Take care of your knees. All right, great. So as you're swaying, can you feel a little sort of stretch in those inner thighs a little bit? That's it. And the knees, just take care of the knees. Take care of the knees. That's it. Work at a speed and a range that suits your knees. All right, so you're going up with those elbows, upright row. Lift. Lift. That's it. So the elbows come up. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. You can relax there. Draw those feet in. Draw them in, draw them in, draw them in. Good. Give them a bit of a wiggle out. Those knees okay? Let's take one foot in front of the other. One more. All right, one more. We're going to lift the heel and lift the toe. Lift the heel. So I want you to sway. All right, now then, let's do one arm forwards. One arm forwards. Now, what I'd like you to do is start to lift that back foot. So you're still sort of doing a bit of coordination here and you're starting to think a bit of strength for those thighs and bottom. That's it. You're lifting the leg at the back, lifting the leg at the back. Feel free to hold on. All right, feel free to do a smaller one. All right, feel free if you want to do a big one if you've got that space. Up to you. That's it. So you're working through the bottom, working through your balance. Couple more. Let's do one more. And let's stop there. All right, that's nice. Let's do it with the other leg in front now. So your feet are hip width apart. One foot in front, one foot behind. And you can probably sort of slightly see me on a diagonal here. It's just so that you can see me. Now, you choose, all right? You can choose to keep your feet on the floor. All right, so you're just lifting the toe and lifting the heel. So working through those ankles again. That's it. And you can just sway in those arms. Just do whatever feels comfy, all right? It's just trying to add that little bit of balance, actually, adding in the arms. All right, so when you're ready, you can lift that back heel. So you can try and get that little bit of strength through the front thigh and balance and working that bottom. All right, so you get that bum cheek working. Big muscle there in your bum. Good. So it can lift. That's it. So you're nice and confident here. You are lifting the leg, working through that front leg as well. You work to a speed and a range that suits you. A range and a speed that suits you. Well done. So it can be slower. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. The main point is that you are here and you are doing it. All right. Anything you need to miss out is fine. As long as it's not like 28 minutes worth. All right. Do you see what I mean? Well, whatever suits you is brilliant. Honestly, let's just get going. Keep going. Keep moving on a Monday. Right. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. I think I might have over chatted there. All right. So you can stop there. Good. Lovely. And then you can come on back into that hip width or shoulder width apart. Do a really small march now. Feel the difference. Feel the difference in your marching. It's much smaller. Yes. Excellent. We haven't finished yet. We've got another 10 minutes to go. All right. So this now we're going to move much more into some strength stuff. Okay. So it's really, really good for our thighs, really good for our bottoms, really good for our ankles. First exercise is side leg raise. So you can hold something for this one. You don't have to worry about your balance. I want you to really think about your strength. Supporting leg slightly soft. Lift up tall. You can put your other hand on that hip of the leg that you are lifting. Or you take it out and in. Take it out and in. Now try and stand up tall when you come back to center. So you take the leg out, you put the foot down and you stand center. So you've got that sort of slight lean out to the side, but then stand center. This is number 6 of 10. Try really hard to count at the same time. 7 and 8 and 9. You feel it in your hip, can't you? It's really good. It's really, really good for our hips. 10. Lovely. Give that a bit of a rub out. And let's try the other leg. All right, so you can, again, feel free to hold something. Lift up tall. My watch thinks I'm doing an indoor run. So maybe I've been a bit too hectic this morning. I hope you're okay. Lift up tall and ready, steady. It's out to the side and in. Let me come and face you. So you're going out to the side and in. So can you see you've got that slight lean and then you are up straight. So it's a slight lean. And this is me holding on to something with that leg by hand, by the way. All right, you're on number 5. So this is number 6. Ready? So you've got 6 and 7. Are you all okay? 8. Try and keep those hips and shoulders facing forwards. 9. Let's do one more. 10. Excellent. So then just move through those hips. Give them a bit of a rub as well. Are you ready now for some squats? All right, so how are those knees doing? All okay? All happy enough so far? I'm going to turn to the side so that I can hold on. All right, now you're going to lift up tall. I want you to go through a range of movement that suits you. Importantly, finish really tall, okay? Finish with those nice straight legs. Okay, here we go. So let's bend down. You can hold on because I want you to think about your strength and range of movement. Now, ready, stand. Lovely. All right, so, and again. Now, can you stand and come up onto your toes? Ready? Lift up. All right, so let's have that one as number 1. Okay, ready? The first one was a practice. All right, so here we go. 2, lift up. So the lifting up onto your toes should make us stand really tall. So up we come here. Lift up, work those calves. All right, here we go. Down and lift. Good. Great. And down and lift. All right, here we go. Number 6. Number 6. Ready? 6. Stand up. Come up right up onto those toes. 7. So down it goes. Good. That's it. Make sure that weight is going into the heels. Lovely. And again, 2 more. Ready? Down you go. Up you come. Lift up tall. 1 more time. Goes as far as your knees will allow. So it's your bottom back. Good. And up you come. Wonderful. Give that a bit of a breather out there. Give it a, that's it. Excellent. All okay? Let's do 1 more strength and then we'll move into stretching. All right, so 1 more strength, 1 more strength, 1 more strength. Okay, now then, we're going to stretch, we're going to work on our hamstrings. So I want you to hold on again. All right, and I want you to take one leg back. Now you can slightly lean forwards. All right, so try that. So you've got a slight kind of lean forwards here. Right, it's heel that's coming up towards your bottom. Ready? So you go curl, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. How are you doing? 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that foot in and then stand up. So just give your back a bit of a breather by standing up. All right? So let's do the same thing on the other leg. So supporting leg is slightly soft. Extend the other leg behind you and then have that forward lean. So if you can lean over slightly, you'll just get your hips to sort of bend a bit more. Or else you get a little bit more range of movement, a little bit more against gravity. So here we go. Heel to your bottom. You ready? Steady? 2 and 3. So we're doing 10 on this time as well. 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And then come on up. Oh, great. How are those legs feeling? Oh. Well, we've worked them all right? So we've worked here, 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 and here, and our ankles as well. So I think that is pretty good for a morning's work. Don't leave me yet. We've got to stretch, all right? We've got to stretch. So let's take our feet so they are wide. Okay, let's take your palms out and up towards the ceiling. Ready, steady? So you're going to do a stretch out. You're going to do a stretch up as high as you can, and then all the way down. All right, so let's go again. Ready? So stretch out with your palms up to the ceiling. Lovely. And then stretch down with those palms down towards the floor. All right, so one more time. If you want to, have a slight knee bend as you come up. That is fine. Just see how you're feeling today. Well done. And then out and down. Great. Slightly soft knees. Take an arm in front and an arm behind. Let's just have that little bit of a twist through the waist. Good. Yeah, so it's just sort of making sure that the upper body is still nice and warm because we're going to stretch that. Your legs are still probably quite warm, I would imagine, after all that strength work. Okay. All right. Let's stop there. Right. Let's take your right arm, doesn't really matter, but your right arm up to the ceiling so your left hand is on the hip. Now, I want you to reach up and out of those rib cages. So reach up to the ceiling. Can you see? Now, lean over towards that hand that's on the hip. Now, stay there. Now, I want you to try and breathe into this stretch. Now, this is hard. It is really hard to breathe when you've got your arm up in the air and it's sideways. Stay for another 3, 2, 1, and relax down. All okay? Let's do another one. Ready? So we'll go up. Now see if you can, ready, lift up out of the rib cage. So you've got a really big stretch. Then you lean over. All right, so now try and keep the hand on the hip as you breathe into that stretch. It is really hard to do this and breathe at the same time. Just see what you can do. Stay there for another 3, 2, 1. Come back to the middle and relax. How are those shoulders? Oh, all okay? All right, they're okay there. Let's take one arm in front, take it across the chest, and then pull it back. So let's just try and stretch, look, the back of that shoulder. Okay, relax. Change sides, up and across and pull. Hopefully that's all right on your shoulder, just giving it that stretch there, the back of the shoulder. All right, you can relax now. Pop your hands on the top of your bottom there, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now what you can do, if you've got a chair or your tabletop handy, you can, if you like, hold on to it. See how you feel with that? You can do that and try and pull back. So just something sort of external gives you a really better stretch because everything else can relax a bit more. So you can really pull back. Well done. Relax. How are those shoulders doing? All okay? All okay? Right, let's move down and give our legs a stretch. Let's start with the inner thighs. Now we're going to do both inner thighs together. So I want you to take the feet wide, just as wide as you can, all right? Knees and toes are pointing out. Lift up tall, pull in through that pelvic floor, squeeze your bottom cheeks together. And I want you to slide those hands down the inner thighs, push your bum back. So if I turn to the side, look, push your bum back and try and push those carefully, really, really carefully. Don't apply pressure onto the knee joint. Just aim your knees out of it. All right, so we're stretching like that. Don't very often do it this way. So this is a bit of a new one to do. See how you feel. Feel free to hold on. I should have said that at the beginning. Feel free to hold on. And the action of pushing the knees out, just turning them out, will stretch those inner thighs. And then tilting the bum back a bit will do the same thing. Try and keep your back straight. How was that? Don't do that very often, that stretch. Not sure if it worked that well. All right, let's give our calves a stretch. So hold on to that support again. Press the heel down and really, really give that calf a really good stretch. Pressing the heel down nice and firmly there into the floor. Both feet are facing forwards. Really try and give that calf a stretch. Press it down, press it down. Really good for our stride length, this one. Come on into the middle and then change sides. I hope this is all right for you this morning. Push that heel down. Bend that supporting knee. That's it. Try and really, really feel the stretch there in your calf. Oh, we have done everything. I hope I got the intensity right, that it wasn't sort of too much, too little. Oh dear. Well, I'm sure you'll let me know if it's not quite right, or if there's anything that I've sort of haven't done for a while, you know. Let's do our final stretch, which is our hamstring stretch. Take one leg in front. Let's bend that supporting leg. You can feel free to hold on as well. All right, so you push your bottom up towards the ceiling and you really try and stretch that hamstring. So can you see I've just got that bottom up towards the ceiling. Try and give it a nice long stretch there. I've got my toes down, but some people quite like to have their toes up. Just do what feels all right for your hamstring. All right, so here, that's where you want to feel it. Come on up and then change sides. So it's a small step in front. Allow yourself to sit back like you're doing a squat or you're sitting down. So you're sitting back, and then the slight difference that I want you to do is just tilt those hips up towards the ceiling. So you really, really stretch through that hamstring. You've got a nice straight back and your back is supported with your hands on the thigh or it's holding on. So whatever suits you is what's correct. All right, and then up you come, up you come, up you come. Very well done. Let's finish off with one big stretch out and up to the ceiling. One big stretch down and out. And let's finish off with a round of applause. Oh, coffee time, biscuit time. Do we deserve one after that? I think we do. Well done. Yes, someone said they're going to have one. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I hope that was all right for you. Yes, yes. Oh, lovely to see you, Amanda. Thank you. Cheerio then. Bye. Morning, Leanne, Esther. Oh, I'm glad I didn't stop it in time for that. Bye then.